What if I told you that everything you thought about reality is about to change? That the universe doesn't exist without being observed?
For most of human history, we believed reality existed out there, solid, independent, unchanging. We believed the universe was a vast machine, and we were merely observers, tiny witnesses standing on the outside, looking in. Classical physics told us a comforting story. The universe is made of matter. Matter exists independently of the mind. Consciousness is just a byproduct of the brain. This worldview shaped everything: science, religion, economics. Even how we see ourselves, we became separate from the universe. Observers, not participants. But in the early 20th century, something strange happened. Physicists began studying the smallest building blocks of reality: atoms, electrons, photons, and reality started behaving irrationally. Particles were waves, waves were particles. Things existed in multiple states at once, and then came the experiment that shattered the old world forever. The Double Slit Experiment. When particles are not observed, they behave like waves, spreading across space, existing as probabilities, but the moment they are observed, they collapse. They choose a single outcome. Reality changes because it is being watched. This is not interpretation, this is experimental fact. Physicist John Wheeler later proposed something even more radical. No phenomenon is a real phenomenon until it is an observed phenomenon. Let that sink in. Reality is not finished until observation completes it. The universe is not a static stage, it is a responsive system. What terrified physicists was not the math, it was what the math implied. Albert Einstein rejected quantum mechanics until the end of his life. He famously said, "God does not play dice with the universe." But experiments kept proving him wrong. Reality was probabilistic. Reality was indeterminate. Reality was unfinished until observed. Niels Bohr responded with something even more disturbing: stop telling God what to do. Physicists were no longer discovering laws, they were witnessing behaviour, and many of them openly admitted their discomfort. Richard Feynman once said, "I think I can safely say that nobody understands quantum mechanics, not because it was too complex, but because it didn't behave like reality was supposed to behave." Erwin Schrödinger created his famous thought experiment not to explain quantum mechanics, but to expose how absurd it was: a cat that is alive and dead at the same time. This was not philosophy, this was physics mocking itself. Yet every experiment confirmed the absurdity. Reality was not objective. Reality was relational. It depended on the observer, and physics had no language for this. Centuries before quantum physics, ancient mystics described existence in a way modern science is only now approaching. They taught that the universe is not a collection of separate objects. It is a single reality appearing differently to each observer. Multiplicity is not real. It is how consciousness experiences unity. Ibn Arabi described existence in a way modern science is only now approaching. And he said, "Existence is one, but it appears as many through perception." According to Ibn Arabi, the universe is not a collection of separate objects. It is a single reality appearing differently to each observer. He called this Wahdat al-Wujud, the unity of being. Multiplicity is not real. It is how consciousness experiences unity. Mevlana went even further. He didn't speak like a philosopher. He spoke like someone who had seen it. He said, "You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop." This is not poetry, this is ontology. The observer is not inside the universe. The universe unfolds inside the observer. Modern neuroscience confirms this from another angle. The brain does not detect reality, it constructs it. What you see is not light, it is an interpretation. What you hear is not sound, it is a reconstruction. The universe you experience is a simulation created by consciousness, exactly as the mystics described. The ancient world was not primitive, it was perceptive. Quantum physics didn't discover consciousness, it remembered it. In the next episode, We'll go deeper into a question even more unsettling. Is time real, or is it another construct of perception? If this perspective resonates with you, if you feel that science and ancient wisdom are finally speaking the same language, then this channel is for you. Subscribe, because we are not returning to the old world, we are understanding the new one.